All right, guys, it's been a bit since I posted. Another chest day for you, though, or push day. Um, yeah, I don't have a lot of content to post because it could get pretty repetitive and boring. So I might tone it down to like one video a week as opposed to what I was doing for the first 2 weeks, which was two a week. So, um, yeah, maybe once in the future, I don't know if near future or more far away future, if we'll be doing road to 270, something like that, 270 pounds body weight. We'll see. Um, but that could be future video series that we do. But yeah, just like I said, another push day. All right, we did our warm ups, did a little bit of stretching, opening up the rotator cuffs. But let's get into the first working set. All right, we're doing the vertical hand grip or hand placement because that works more the upper chest. You're a little stronger in it, so you can progressive overload in it a little more, and it's also a little more stable. You get a little bit of front delt activation, but you get a lot of that upper shelf when you come in like this. Kind of like I was saying with like the fly cues. If you're coming up from underneath and like pinkies in, you're really working that upper shelf. So this is just the pressing version of that in a way. Felt good, a little heavy. I might take a plate off and put a quarter on, but those are solid reps. But I think I could do two more reps with a little lighter weight. So I think that's what we'll do. I changed my mind about lowering the weight. I watched the last set back, and they were solid reps. I think I only got five, but usually depending on the day, second set I can usually sometimes get the same amount of reps, if not more. So if I can get six with this next one, I'll be perfectly fine. I'm gonna try to grind out an extra one, and then on the last one, I'll try to lower it all the way, and then get that half rep up just so I can rack it with the foot pedal here. But yeah, we'll see. I didn't match my reps. I don't think I did, just because that first rep I just counted that one. On the last set I didn't count the first rep, even though it was like three quarters of a rep. But it felt good. I'm gonna do the third set on here. I know I do two sets a lot of the time, so I'm gonna kind of do uh pyramid, which is like first working set, pyramid up, another working set. Well, I didn't pyramid up, but now I'm gonna titrate it down and do a little bit more volume, and yeah, do basically three working sets on this, and then head it to a fly movement. Third and final set on the super incline panada press. I think that's what this is called. Super incline bench press, but the vertical grip. So feel good. Shout out to Hostility Amped pre-workout for fueling my workout. I feel like I just get a little bit more oomph out of my sets when I'm off the pre-workout. So Fuad, sponsor me. All right, chest fly, laying chest fly. This machine is incredible. I love it. It's if you don't do it often, or if you've never done it before, it's kind of hard to stabilize yourself on for the first bit, but eventually, obviously, you get used to it. But it's a great movement. You get a crazy stretch, um, and a good squeeze up top. Obviously, there's not much tension on the muscle up top. That's why I kind of just try to touch and go, and like shoulders back, shoulder blades back and down, and then up top, like just squeeze the chest in. Don't roll your shoulders forward at all. Just keep them locked. But yeah, like try to make a conscious effort to squeeze your chest, and it feels great. So let's get into the first set here. Oh, dang, that was a spicy set. Felt good. Felt really good. Dang, burns. Feels good. I think I might do three working sets on this as well, to be honest. I know that goes against everything I've ever said. I'm just playing, but it feels good. If something feels good, even after two crazy working sets, and you're not doing that much volume throughout your whole workout, do an extra set. If it feels good and no other muscles are getting hit doing it or getting sore, I've done this movement before and I feel crazy sore in my front delt, and I'll just stop because to go to a failure per se, I'm using my front delt, and then I'm just I'm not targeting my chest. But this first set felt amazing. If the second set feels like this first one, I'm I'm gonna do a third one. But let's Let's get you guys a different angle here. We have a different angle here. I'm not sure how good it's going to be, but let's go. Third and final set on these laying chest flies. Um, Moving to some lateral delts after this. So should be good. Maybe a little bit of rear delts, but maybe not. It's not the greatest. Um, Clickbait? I don't know if I should say clickbait. It's just not an interesting muscle group to watch someone hit, to be honest. Um, Unless obviously like if I do it a certain way and you guys want to know how to hit rear delts, you can comment down below and then I'll give tips and tricks on that. But I think I'm not going to film the rear delt work today because to be honest, it's boring. There's no heavy lifting, like grunting, nothing. It's nothing too intense. It's just really isolation work, to be honest. And I think I just seen my mic flash red. Hopefully it's not dead. It doesn't look like it, but also hopefully it doesn't die. But let's get into it. Oh no. Oh, just pretty pumped. Feels good. This has been a good push day so far. My chest feels pumped. My upper chest, I can see it through the hoodie. That's always a good feeling. But it's not big enough, so that's why I keep coming in, keep pounding the weight, keep training hard, and consistency is key. Eat more. If you're trying to grow, eat. Eat hard, train harder. If you're trying to grow. My favorite lateral delt movement, again. I know it's been on the channel before, but I can't stress it enough. If your gym has a dual stack cable, you gotta try it. It's so lateral delt isolated. Can't go wrong. All right. Went, took the pump cover off, well, the hoodie, grabbed my intra workout carbs, and ready to do another set. So let's get right into it. Just for reference, I did increase the weight this second set. So that's why I didn't get quite as many reps. But first set seemed like I was doing cardio. I was almost at 20 reps, but still turned it into a working set. Still got a lot out of it. When I went and took my hoodie off in the locker room, I did a little pump check. That's all I can say. I'm not ready to show it off on the internet, but I will say it was a good pump. Felt good, looked good. Another interesting angle, but we'll see how it looks after. This is third and final set. Just gonna smash it. This is the exact same as my first push day that I posted, or my previous push day. It's effective though for lateral delts, and I really enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy what you're doing, why are you doing it? Or find something to enjoy. Different angle, same movement, zoomed out, so you guys can see everything. Zoomed out, I look even longer and skinnier than I am. So, but I gotta keep trying to entertain you guys. So, who cares about how I feel? about how I look. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. I got less reps there and not as quality of reps towards the end because I rested like 45 seconds. I literally just moved the camera, put it here, and then got right into another working set. So I'm gonna rest a little bit longer on my third set, but my delts are feeling pumped. I feel good. After this movement, we're gonna do some triceps. Um, there's a machine that I have in mind that I haven't done in a while. It's basically just like an overhead dumbbell extension, but yeah, movements like this one and the laying Y raise that I was just doing before this, I prefer them over dumbbell raises because if you think about it, when you're holding a dumbbell, there's this joint that has to support the weight and this joint that has to support the weight. So when you're coming up like this, you're trying to stabilize it with this and with your elbow. And a lot of people, I see them, they'll have their elbows 90 degrees and just go like this. But if you think about it, the weight is here. So the physics just don't work unless you're doing a lot of races like this, which no one does because you have to use the 15, 20 pounders, and that's humiliating. That's why I don't do them. That's the secret, guys. Come on, you gotta tap in. But no, I'm just playing. Dumbbells are so good, but they're harder to do correctly. Um, and something like this just eliminates you feeling the need. Don't know where I was going with that, but look, which joint is in the way here? None. Just pure shoulder isolation, like coming up like that. I can't do one side at a time. So let's get into this third and final set. Let's do some triceps. Like I said, the next movement is very much like a overhead dumbbell press or a French press, like I was saying last time. So it feels good. Really isolates the triceps. It was kind of heavy, but felt good. And this is a little bit safer to get into in progressive overload than the French press because you don't have to grab a heavy dumbbell, toss it up onto your shoulder, and then overhead. You can just kind of sit back right into the movement, and you can load it pretty heavy. So give it a try next time if your gym has a machine like this. All right, I don't really have different angles to choose from. This is kind of a confined spot right here, so you just get the same angle for the last set here. Just gonna do one more set, and then I'm really debating on what to do as my second tricep movement. I'm thinking a JM press. I should have done that first, but I might just do it after, um, because we're doing something overhead. JM press, I guess it's similar to overhead, but you just have your hands out in front and you're pushing up with your triceps, right? So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that after. I haven't done it in a while, and you can you can really smash your triceps by doing that. So we will do that after. But let's get into this last set. Oh, I could not get that last one. I had to try to stabilize my feet even more. Still couldn't do it. So let's go do a JM press. Okay, we have to switch to the hat mic for this because the bar falls right where my mic would be. So doing a hat mic, and also if this sounds good, maybe I'll just stick to a hat mic. Let me know what you guys hear, if it sounds better when I talk and stuff. But if not, we'll continue clipping it on the hoodie or the shirt. But this movement, I really like it. This where the Smith machine is placed isn't ideal, but it's the best Smith. It's the smoothest Smith machine in the gym, even though they're all the same. This one feels the smoothest out of all of them, but it feels awkward because my knees are hitting the mirror here, so I just have to be careful. For these, I like to grip them about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit more in, and then you want to keep your elbows as tucked as possible and push up. Try not to move too much, but here, let's see. My eye vein here is popping. Could be the Cialis. um, but that felt good. Um, and with the range of motion, just go as far as your elbows will allow, because I can't really go any further than that because my arm doesn't bend further. So just do what's comfortable to you. Obviously, don't be coming up to here and then just extending. You still want to get that stretch in the tricep, but just kind of as far as you can and then push through with the tricep. I don't know how awkward that looked on camera, but I'll rest up. Oh, sorry. I watched the video back and I was flaring my elbows a little bit. So I'm going to try to keep them a little further in. Honestly, before the set, I did say try to keep your elbows in, but honestly, do what's comfortable for you, but still try to isolate your triceps as much as possible. This is a type of movement you could probably get injured on pretty easy, especially if you're doing suicide grip. Um, and if you're not advanced, it could fall into your neck, hence why it's called suicide grip. But um, let's get into it. All right, guys, no car talk today because my phone holder is kaput. So I'll just do a little bit of talking here. That's the workout, the push day. Um, you probably realize I only did 4 tricep sets, 2 on the overhead machine, and then 2 here. On the last set, uh, during the tricep extensions, I felt a little bit something in my shoulder, which was honestly I was expecting it sooner, but I think because it was overhead and it was kind of heavy, I do have kind of a bum right shoulder, so I felt it a little bit there. And when I was doing the jam press, I could also feel it a little bit, just a little tweak in my shoulder. So my triceps are still pumped, and those were good working sets. Don't get me wrong, but I would have liked to do 3 of everything. Just why not? It's after the holidays. Just kind of work off some of that junk that I was eating, but it is what it is. It was still a solid workout. You should give it a try, but make sure to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff.